Hello everybody, my name is Variax and welcome to my new Let's Play of Deus Ex Mankind Divided. This is the fourth Deus Ex game that's been released. I have played the other three. Let's Play the original quite a while ago. Then I think I played the first prequel, which was Human Revelation. Which one is it? Let's have a look. Just a minute. It says here, Human Revolution. Then I streamed Deus Ex Invisible War, and that's on another channel, and I'll link all those in the description below. And now I am playing Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Now I have played most of this game before, but I never finished it. So I think I got maybe, as far as I can tell, 4/5 of the way through, and then just stopped. No real reason. So I thought I'd play through it again. This time I would let's play it, and we'll actually reach the end and find out how things conclude. So and that was a couple of months ago, so I will be fairly familiar with the game. They're not enough to be any good at it, as is traditional with my Let's Plays. And but for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this extras panel, and I'm going to play this, which is a recap video of Human Revolution. So if you don't fancy watching my entire Let's Play of the game, then this will be give a quick recap of the story before we get into this one. So let's go ahead and do that.
The year was 2027. Advances in biotechnology were helping people improve their physical and mental abilities to an amazing degree. Provided, of course, they had enough money. A new breed of people was emerging, half human, half machine. And in Detroit, at least, not everyone was happy to see it. I'd just landed a job as head of security at Sarif Industries, a cutting-edge biotech firm. David Sarif himself handpicked me for the job, said he needed me to keep his people safe. My ex, Megan Reed, was one of them. Brilliant neuroscientist, Megan had found a way to make augmentation safe and affordable for everyone. All she had to do was present her research to Congress. But the night before her big meeting, my security measures failed. A team of Black Op mercenaries stormed into Sarif headquarters, massacring everyone in sight. 3 of the mercs were heavily augmented walking tanks. Their mission? Take out Megan and her team. I tried to stop them, but their leader tossed me through a plate glass wall. Last thing I heard as his bullets slammed into my brain was Megan's dying scream. I should have died with her. Only I didn't. High-end military-grade enhancements saved my life. The best augmentation Sarif's money could buy. Took me half a year to get a feel for them. Should have taken longer. But 6 months into my recovery, Sarif Industries was attacked again. This time by a radical group of pro-human purists. Violent, militant, and fanatically opposed to human augmentation. They claimed to be members of Humanity Front, a non-profit organization that wanted the UN to limit biotechnology research. The thugs broke into Sarif's factory and found machinists working overtime on a top-secret military augment called the Typhoon. Sarif sent me to retrieve it, and when I did, I found one of the so-called purists next to it, wired with cerebral implants, trying to download its classified specs. Obviously, something more was going on. The AUG killed himself before I could question him. Sarif ordered me to dig deeper, so with the help of Frank Pritchard, Sarif's head of cybersecurity, I did. Turns out a second hacker had been controlling the AUG's actions from somewhere off-site. Pritchard and I tracked his signal to a secret FEMA internment camp in Detroit. The Black Op mercenaries were there. The same mercs who'd left me for dead 6 months before. Figured they'd try again when they saw me. Wasn't so easy for them this time. I took out the tank named Barrett, even got him to give me a new lead. A penthouse apartment in China. Of course, we both knew it would be a trap in the end. Hengsha Island, China. Home to a city so crowded, they had to build a second city on top of it. Trying to find clues in Hengsha wouldn't be easy. Lucky for me, I wasn't alone. Farida Malik, Sarif Industries' ace pilot, had lived in Hengsha before. A good person to have on your side. She knew enough about the place to get me around. Malik dropped me in the lower city, close to the penthouse Barrett had told me about. Bell Tower Associates, a private security firm under contract to the Chinese government, had agents tossing the suite when I arrived. Just not for the reason I'd been expecting. Turns out the man who lived there was a criminal hacker named Van Bruggen. The same hacker who'd been remotely controlling the AUG in Sarif's factory. Van Bruggen's panicked decision to force the man to commit suicide had been a mistake. Now his mercenary partners were gunning for him, and I needed to find him before they did. Locating Van Bruggen meant playing nice with the Triads, Hengsha's organized crime lords. They had the hacker holed up inside a low-rent capsule hotel. By the time I found him, Van Bruggen had no qualms giving up the woman who hired him. Zhao Yunru, president of the Taiyang Medical Corporation. According to Van Bruggen, Zhao wanted to monopolize the augmentation industry and had hired Black Op mercenaries to destabilize her competition. Sarif Industries was at the top of her list. To prove this, I needed to get inside TYM and grab a surveillance hologram off a server. I suspected Van Bruggen was hiding something when he told me this, but nothing could have prepared me for what I saw. Megan wasn't dead. She and her 4 best researchers had been kidnapped, spirited away somewhere while their kidnappers made it look like they were dead. Desperate to learn more, I confronted Zhao in her penthouse. She claimed to be a pawn in a bigger plan, and hinted at a group so powerful it controlled global interests at a whim. Then she slipped into a panic room and hit the alarm, forcing me to make a very quick exit. I figured Zhao was lying, but part of her confession made sense. David Sarif had been worried about his people. So worried, he'd required all of them to have subdermal locator devices surgically implanted. The GPLs would have been broadcasting the day of the attack. But Zhao said a single call to Picus, the world's leader in global 24-hour satellite news, had turned those signals off. I needed to fly to Picus headquarters in Montreal if I wanted to learn more. Eliza Cassan, Picus Communications' First Lady of News. Malik thought I was reaching when I told her Eliza was involved in this. The world's most famous news anchor, working with a mercenary hit squad. But when I confronted Cassan in her office, she freely admitted to jamming Detroit's satellites the night Megan's team had been taken. Said she's just been following her commands. I suspected she wanted to say more. But Black Op mercenaries showed up looking to shut us both down. And just like that, the Eliza I'd been talking to disappeared. The mercs were led by an augmented killer I'd crossed paths with twice before, Fedorova, a woman who'd made silence her best friend. She waited for me to track Eliza's transmission to a secret server room underneath the Picus complex, then jumped me from behind. A deadly fight ensued. I made sure she never moved silently again. With Fedorova down and no one left to keep Eliza quiet, she reappeared. Turns out Picus's First Lady of News wasn't a lady at all. She was a sophisticated AI program, engineered to monitor data streams and control what people believed. Eliza told me the mercs had brought in a Humanity Front doctor named Isaiah Sandoval to remove the scientist's implanted tracking devices while Detroit's satellites were down. She also told me to speak to David Sarif if I wanted to learn more. By the time Malik and I got back to Detroit, tensions between normal and augmented citizens had reached a flashpoint. Riots were breaking out in several cities, and the UN was being urged to intervene. Sarif was trying hard to convince Hugh Darrow, the inventor-turned-philanthropist who'd once been a leading proponent of enhancement technologies, to help stop a possible regulatory vote. Sarif had a lot riding on Darrow. Megan's discovery would have given millions of people the chance to evolve beyond their normal human abilities, and at the same time catapulted Seraph Industries to the top of the Fortune 500. According to Seraph, Megan's kidnappers knew this and didn't want people evolving unless they controlled how it was done. He called his enemies Illuminati and urged me to keep searching. Determined to do so, I tracked down Sandoval via America's most outspoken augmentation opponent, Bill Taggart, Sandoval's boss and founder of Humanity Front. Sandoval admitted to operating on Megan's team when I confronted him, but said he hadn't removed their GPLs. He'd merely switched them to a different frequency. Pritchard was able to trace one of the signals to China. Malik and I immediately took off in pursuit. Unfortunately, the Illuminati were one step ahead. Ambushed. Shot out of the sky by Bell Tower Associates, seconds after entering Hengsha's airspace. Malik's piloting skills saved me. After a tense and bitter struggle, I escaped into Lower Hengsha. The tracking signal I was following led straight to the Triads, or more specifically, to the augmented arm of Tong Si-hung, leader of a gang of augmentation harvesters. Tong said they'd taken the arm off a corpse, which Bell Tower had left at their door, meaning at least one of Seraph's scientists was dead. Maybe not the rest of them, though. Tong pointed me to a port used for human trafficking and helped me slip aboard a Bell Tower ship. It was sailing to Rifleman Bank Station, a military base in the South China Sea. Bell Tower was holding kidnapped civilians as prisoners there, and using them to perfect the Hyron Project, a human-computer interface that left most of its test subjects dead. My search for Megan would have ended then, if not for a mysterious ally named Quinn. In exchange for my help exposing Bell Tower, he slipped me aboard a second ship headed to Singapore and an Illuminati-run biotech facility called Omega Ranch. 3 of Seraph's scientists were there, forced by their captors to create a technology capable of remotely shutting down augmented abilities. Thanks to an emergency recall notice issued by the World Health Organization, millions of people all over the world already had the biochip installed. With the help of the scientists, I tracked Megan to a private section of the ranch. There, I ran into Yaron Namir, the walking tank who'd put a bullet in my brain the first time we met. He'd teamed up with Zhao and was hoping to catch me off guard. Their little ambush didn't work. I found Megan in a suite belonging to Hugh Darrow, the billionaire philanthropist who'd Seraph had called on for help. Darrow had convinced her to go along with the biochip plan by promising to sabotage the tech. As she was explaining this, Darrow appeared in a global broadcast, telling the world that augmentations would be the death of mankind. Then he activated the biochips to prove his point. All over the world, augmented people flew into a killing frenzy. Darrow had betrayed everyone, and it was up to me to set things right. To do it, I had to reach Panchaea, a massive installation in the Arctic Ocean. As I raced through corridors built by an all-augmented workforce, I saw death and destruction firsthand. By the time I shut down Darrow's broadcast, I knew the damage he'd done. Still, humanity's future remained unclear. How would the world react to this sabotage? Would people ever regain their faith in augmentations again? What would be the Illuminati's next move? Only time could give us the answers.
That was very long and quite in depth. I didn't expect it to go through every single scene in the game, but it did. Fair enough. I think I'll put a timestamp so people can skip that if they want to, but it was interesting nonetheless. Okay, let's start this game. So we'll time the game. So, probably give me a challenge. I'm not going to... I never asked for this. I don't want to get stuck. Equally, I don't really want it to be a cakewalk either, even though with me it's not likely to be. So I will probably just do it with how the game is meant to be played. As far as augments go, just a heads up for like how I intend to play this game. Not entirely sure, to be honest with you. I'll just pick what looks kind of cool. I tend to go stealthy-ish, but then I suck at stealth, so maybe I won't this time. But we'll see. Anyways, give me a challenge game. No. Yeah, 12-minute recap video. Yeah, thanks for that. We just did. That's fine. Thank you. I know that. Yeah.
I once thought I could save the world. Now look at it.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history.
Sometimes you just have to let go and embrace what you've become.
Not gonna go all wonky on us now, Hansa, are ya?
Well, if I do, McCready, I guarantee you'll never see it coming.
Agent Jenson! Am I gonna have a problem with you?
No, sir. No reason to assume you would.
Good, because you are the only augmented operative on this team, and I intend to make good use of you.
Listen up, all of you.
We got a sandstorm barreling down our arse and we can't afford to make mistakes. We're going after this man, an arms dealer named Shepard. He's ex-Bell Tower, one of the Special Forces commanders who disappeared during the incident.
And he's come out of hiding. That cannot be good.
It's not. He's selling weapons and military-grade augments to terrorists. This is Aran Singh, the undercover agent who lured Shepard out of his hole. Best you see Interpol's got. For 3 years he's worked hard to get in tight with the Jinn, an Iraqi smuggling cartel that's infected the Eastern Hemisphere like a plague. Last week, our arms dealer sent a message to the Jinn, offering to sell them a shitload of black market merchandise dirt cheap. They told Singh to handle the buy.
They're not gonna like it when Interpol disrupts their party. Singh's cover really that good?
It is right now. We need to keep it that way. This is where the deal's going down. A half-finished high-rise hotel that's been abandoned ever since the incident. It's not a pretty picture inside.
Let me guess. Most of the laborers were augmented with heavy-duty industrial rigs. So when the incident hit, and they all went schizo, things got gruesome real fast.
And no one, except for some homeless junkies, have been inside the place ever since.
So what's the plan, Director?
Singh's meeting Shepard on the ground floor, inside the hotel's main atrium. He sent the bulk of his Jinn crew to the penthouse levels to secure a vantage point. I want McCready's team to take up positions overlooking the atrium and make the arrest. Jensen, you're going in solo from the roof.
My objectives?
Keep the Jinn from joining the party. As far as we can tell, only one route connects the atrium to the penthouse level, a halfway decent elevator shaft. Here. I want you to block access to it.
Fine. Just cut me loose.
Do you plan on relying solely on your augments for this one? I'd recommend taking a little hardware, just to be sure.
Alright, let's start things how they're going to continue, I think.
I'm not leaving my six exposed. Give me something lethal.
Your call, but Singh's undercover in all this.
So watch your fucking sights.
What about range? There's lots of wide spaces and high ceilings in there, but a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
Combat rifle or revolver? There's probably a lot of these in the game anyway. Yeah.
Never was one to play the odds. Give me something I can use up close.
You got it. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said the Jinn are using some sort of portable Wi-Fi device to boost communications. He's got a better chance of maintaining cover if you disable it.
I'll keep an eye out for it. But aren't we on the clock here? You said there's a sandstorm moving in.
There is, and we got the intel on this mission at the very last minute. So we're scrambling a little. If it comes to it, your #1 priority is keeping the Jinn out of that atrium.
Copy that.
Time to put away your happy thoughts, gentlemen. We're approaching the target building.
You're up first, Jensen. Let's do this.
Task Force Actual. This is Knife Leader. Engage Hush drives and descend to Angels 1-5.
Well, look at that. We're actually in the game.
Team leader, this is Jensen. I'm on the roof.
Solid copy. Move into the building. The access route you need to block is at the far end of the penthouses. And keep in mind, the direct route might not be the easiest one.
Roger that.
McCready will advise once his team is on the ground. Miller out.
See ya, Miller. So, I mean, look at that. That's amazing, isn't it? I love the design of this game. Gonna say it straight away, and we'll continue to say it, but yeah, Dubai. It's the Burj Khalifa, I believe, which was the world's tallest building. It might not be now in this setting, but certainly is in the real world currently. Loots! Yay! We're already started looting. We got a couple of menus we can have a look at. So yeah, we got our revolver. We got a hypostim injector. Let's just try. Do I hit the one? Right, spin it. There we go. So hypostim. Examine. Is healing. That's useful. Put that on floor. Then we got a smoke grenade. 2. Typhoon ammo. Okay, we don't need that in the thing. And then biocell. We don't need that either, I think. We've only got 18 rounds, so that's good of them. And, thanks. Frag grenade, put that on. A couple of things here. So we got a bunch of armings that we'll go through eventually later. Although we are pretty decked out, which is nice because, you know, we're pretty powerful straight off the bat. As well we should be with all the things we just heard us go through. You can make stuff in this game. It's pretty simple crafting. And there's our objectives. So, secondary objective. Set off, have a SATCOM signal booster set up somewhere in the penthouses. Things got a better chance of remaining cover if we can find and disable it. That's what we're after. So yeah, side missions, point of interest. History, not so much. We've got a map, we've got some notes, and no DLC, thanks. Okay, let's go. Oh, more loot. So we're going to take the credits. There's the sandstorm coming in. I think it'll take its time. Looks like it's coming, but I don't think it really is. So there's a couple of... thanks. Ooh, look at that. Key bindings and stuff. We'll be right with the default, I think. Or maybe I've got my Ones that I adapted later, that I changed. I don't know. But we're going to have to navigate a couple of tutorial sections, which I will do, because it's been a little while since I played the game. Well, we're already in vents, so we can tell this is a Deus Ex game. I don't want to go too quickly through it, because there's a lot of hidden things. You can take these and throw them and stuff.
Jensen, we're moving through. Oh, fuck!
What's wrong?
Dear.
The Jinn have got a few Jennies up and running. Gonna have to hack keypads.
You should enjoy it, McCready. They have colors and shapes. Just remember, red means bad.
Fuck you.
Charming. Pocket secretary. So, let's see what that says. I was working on the fan system when we lost the power, stuck in here, but I think that means they can't get at me. They're killing everyone. They started screaming and attacking anything that moved. Where are you? If you can, make it up to the storage area on the roof. It's caged in. You should be safe there. Might even have some medical supplies. The door code is 4801. Be safe, friend. And yeah, he obviously... Well, let's see if we can see what happened to him. He may have fallen, trying to get away or whatever. I don't think he starved to death. That's a very odd position to starve to death in. You probably try and make a break for it before you starve to death. Don't think there's any reason to go back down there. Again, just taking in that view. Oh, it's coming! It's coming. That is one hell of a sandstorm, isn't it? Okay, fantastic. Anyway, obviously this doesn't exist in the real world, this structure, but it's a very plausible thing that they would want to try and build. Toolbox there. Don't know if there's anything around here. I think we can afford to lose, you know, miss a couple things. Do feel free to tell me if I miss anything. I know you will anyway, so I might as well put that in there. What's this? Cardboard box. It's going to be a pool, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it was. It's really great how they've got like the construction still going on and like everything as it kind of would be. You know, it is a real construction site and everything's just so authentic and really well designed. So props to the game for that, or the game designers. B, to augment this thing. Smart vision, middle mouse button. And exit. Okay, yeah, okay. Then we've got some cloaking and some typhoon and some silent thingies, but yeah. I've just done that. Hang on. Okay. Structural weakness. Let's just have a look around first, though. It's there we go. You see? Oh. Give me loot. More credits. They're not gonna need it. Don't you judge me. Okay, yeah, we got inventory out. I've already found that. Yep. Thanks for that, though. Cheers. I worked that out. I am like super pro elite. Restore power to the keypad. Alright, let's have a look. My route through the building has been blocked by electronically operated doors. Problem is, there's no power. I need to find a way to restore it so I can use the keypad that opens them. Better search the area. I like how he has time to write this down. Which happens a lot in games. Your character just has time to keep a little diary. Scribble their thoughts down. Of course, it could be augmented. You know. So it just does it automatically and just reads his thoughts. Which could get awkward in certain situations. Someone was to peek at things. Yeah, what is this? Yeah, biocell. Well, we hit something. But now we've made it all electric-y, right? Yeah, now, Fortunately, I found the way around it, rather than the obvious way, so this is no problem for us, because we are not going to go that way, because that would be... well, it would hurt. At least not, you know, if it wasn't death. So, yeah, let's go back up here, and hooray, we made it. See if there's anything else up here. I doubt it, really. So, because of all that sparking, whoa, I doubt that it'll be very safe to touch this button, but I'm going to anyway. Oh, now we get to hack. Alright. So, security rating 1, we got 5 attempts left, so shouldn't be too difficult. So, we've got a node. So, I will do this. I'll have a little look and see what it says. So, my goal is to get the green thing. You do it by going through the blue things. Higher rated nodes take longer to capture and have a higher detection percentage. If detected, you will have limited time to complete your hack before being locked out. Yeah, and then the red follows the blue, as we shall see now. You can also fortify things to make them more difficult to capture, and I messed up.
Trace
And
program initiated.
luckily, we've still got quite a while. Try and get this one as well. No, it's been captured. Alright, then fine. So we've got to go through these directories, and then finally we'll get to this one.
Access granted.
Grand. That will get harder. That was a very, very easy one. See behind these garbage bins. There's quite a lot of things you can play with in this game. Maybe too much. Maybe too many random objects you can just pick up and throw around. But I suppose they did it for variation. They all do the same thing though. Namely distract enemies. Ooh. Here we go. So, tutorial mode. Follow the green holograms to receive tutorial instructions about various game mechanics. Experiment with any consequences. Without any consequences, you can reset or exit any time. Learn about moving to cover swapping, rounding corners, vaulting over cover, something like that. Let's just do this bit, because this bit's important that I get right. So I need to do this. So F to take cover. I remember that. And then we can space to vault and run and stuff. Yeah, and then you can sort of dash over there. Okay, yes, I remember. Yeah, this is kind of basic and really important. Okay, alright, I'm good, I'm good. We'll just exit this. No, I'll do this for reals. Okay, here we go. First test. First real test. Here we go. There's 2 of them. We can go there, we can go there, and we can go here. I think that's just at the side of that box there, and then we can... we'll just put it to sleep. We're gonna be nice. That guy. Yeah, that's Jenson being nice, everybody. Just so you know, that is being nice. I could have killed him, but it was benevolent. Let's search him. He's got some bullets. Now I think his friend may be coming back. Not yet. So we can drag him. Come over here. That'll do. Now I could just try and shoot this guy when he comes back, but I'm gonna try and be a little more subtle. Oh, hang on. Yay! More toys! Let's put that on 5. So now I got 2 pistols. So I'm thinking maybe the pistol was kind of not worth it. I don't know. It's coming back. Okay. So he's not going to come up here, so we don't really have to worry too much. Now let's go over here. It's over this way. Ah, you see there's a way up there and everything. The game give you options. That is one of the things that Deus Ex is known for. Maybe not so much in the second game, I've got to say, but you know. And by second game, I mean Deus Ex Invisible War. So when I refer to the other games, if I do, the first game is obviously Deus Ex. The second game, Deus Ex Human Invisible War, and then we go Human Revolution and this one. So just the order they were released, I refer to them in, even though that's not the order chronologically. So now we were up here, you'll see, and we can maybe jump down on him. Wouldn't that be fun? Now there is a button to activate my Icarus landing system. Maybe I can get both these guys at once. That would be amazing. And I can take people out and stuff with when I land. But I don't remember how to do that. I'm going to actually save it. Which is that little thing there, I think. Okay, I'm going to give this a go. I wonder if they can... Alright, let's enter this and just make sure that... That's Typhoon. I wonder if I can get, like, Maybe it's automatic though, isn't it? I don't have to activate it. I just don't know which button it is. I'm going to check. Sorry. No, I'm not going to check. I'm not going to check. I'm going to change my outfit, though. I'm going to change my outfit. Oh, it's unavailable now? No, come on. I want me enforced armor. No, I want me enforced armor, thanks. And, for in civilian, I want, yeah, with classic, I think. We'll just go with the classic. Okay, apply that. Thanks. I must have paid extra for that, so I'm going to use it. Uh-oh. Did that upset something? Okay, good. Anyway, where are these guys? Come on, get together. Hopefully I'll be able to push a button. Stamp on you both. God damn it. Alright, maybe just you. Shoot you or something? Okay, we'll get this guy. It was a neat idea, wasn't it? But, okay, we'll give this a go. So. I jump up here, then I press... Oh, I don't know what to press. Never mind. We'll just punch him and headbutt him. And... he may well suspect something, I don't know. Yes, he's searching. He's probably seen me. He's seen me. Well, yeah, that was stealth. That was my kind of stealth, as you can see. Machine pistol. I'll take all that, thanks. So... I'll reload our revolver. So, okay, good. Pushes that pistol, maybe. So here's this gate thing that we found. We could have just dropped into it from that side, so we didn't have to get the key code, but we have. And it does tell us what it is, thankfully, and I can use the numpad to unlock it, so that's kind of neat. But yeah, I could have just dropped down from there.
Jenson.
Hello.
Back.
Hello.
Listen up. Doppler shows that sandstorm's moving in fast. It's big, and it's gonna hit us hard.
God, I hate the fucking desert. Confirm visual?
I can't. Time is not on our side.
Copy that.
Solid copy.
He's got to go one better and have a solid copy, hasn't he? I don't think I... Well, we could try that, I guess. Alright, what else have we got here? Anything in there? Nope, we got some tranquilizer rifle thingies. And stun gun ammo, but no actual weapon to use them with. There we go, that's more like it. We'll equip that one again. In fact, yeah, we'll put that on 6. How much ammo have we got for this? Not much. No point using it really, is there? Alright, anything in this? Oh look, see, and then there's a breakable wall here. So there was 3 ways in here. In fact, this might be a way out. And then... Ooh. Okay, it triggers automatically, but you can also do something neat with it, I think. I will do that. I'm just going back out here to check things. Got to check to make sure I don't miss anything. That stupid... Whoa. Causing trouble. Yeah, so they may well know we've been here. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's have a beer. I think we've earned it. We'll just drink on the job. Let's just examine it and see what it does. Cover a small amount of health at the cost of impaired vision. If health is already full, the consumption will temporarily raise it above the maximum. Yeah, let's have a beer. Let's just... JC's a rebel. No, see, this is after 1 beer, It's not JC. That's the first game. Adam Jenson. AJ. Okay, AJ. You're a lightweight, mate, I gotta say. Unless maybe that beer was a couple of years out of date. That might have been it. Alright, he's better. He's better. And there was absolutely no point in doing that. But... Right, should we go down here? Should we go down? I'm gonna go down here. Yeah, okay. You press Q to strike. Didn't need to there, obviously. That's what I wanted to do before, but... Okay, here we go. Stealth. Okay, follow the green holograms. Okay, we do that. Learn about moving silently, cloaking, and distractions. You know what? I'm just gonna I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna do this. I am feeling overconfident, I guess. I can't even get out of here. Where am I supposed to go? Game? What am I doing? Why do I need to regain energy? No, my energy's fine. A little battery at the bottom there. Alright, let's split this out. I can't get this one. Can I jump over there? I'm stuck! Well, that didn't take long. That didn't take long at all. I am stuck, game. Stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Help! Help! Oh. Never mind. Okay, you don't have any loot. Oh, hang on. Ah, yes, we have a dude there. Let's save it again. And if I get this coffee cup, I can throw it over there. Ooh, yeah, ooh, what was that coffee cup? What was that about? I'm gonna go and see the coffee cup. I'm gonna say hello to it. So here I can use a frag grenade and blow them all up, but I don't think that's part of the stealth tutorial. I think I'm not really doing the tutorial. I'm just like in that area. What's up here? A handsaw. So you can see in the minimap where people are looking. Again, that's kind of part of our augmentation bonuses. Go! Faster! And it's giving us lots of things to throw around and stuff. We probably are going to have to... So I could try and... Ooh, of course, it's suspicious. There's a poltergeist around or something. Right, I've lost one of them. Oh, hang on. There's only one there. Don't know where the other dude's gone. But I may have to remove this guy. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Here I go, I'm going for it. I'm going for it! I'm doing it! That's using your head! Okay, I'll get that guy out of the way. Yeah. It's done! I'll move on. Okay. Now we know there's a guy behind there. Somewhere, there he is. I love that. But there's always another way to do stuff. We don't just have to go through this door. Because what is up here? What is this? What is all this stuff over here? Pretty sure. Maybe I'm mistaken. Actually, we do have to go through that door. maybe it's another part of the game that you can. I'm sure there's a. Hang on. Why put all this stuff here if there's nothing there? There was a event I could go in. Never mind. Never mind. Don't matter. Next one. Right, where are you? There it is. There it is. Yeah, that's what I thought was back there. I don't know where this guy is. I don't know where he is.
That was fast. They scouted the signal booster already?
Okay, here we combat tutorial. Alright, I had some of that. Let back exceeding max health. We've kind of done that with the booze, grenades, and typhoon. Yeah, the typhoon is pretty neat. Well, I'm going to skip that as well. So if we go into here, I'm going to put the typhoon. Is that on F4? It does say F4, but okay. So F4 is the typhoon, which we can try. Two of them. One's all the way up there. I could shoot that dude and then typhoon this guy. I know they were talking, but we couldn't really hear them, so I talked over them. I don't normally...
How you making out?
Slower than expected. It's like someone's tilled a fucking cemetery down here.
Say again?
When the shit hit the fan in 27, the rush must have been for the stairs. There's corpses everywhere. A lot of your cousins are here too, Jenson. You want me to grab you any spare parts?
No parts. But I take mine with cream and 2 sugars while you're asking.
Huh. Yeah, I'm not going to talk over the dialogue, as you can tell, as much as possible. Let's get the high ground.
I don't care. No, there's nothing here, just sand.
I'm going to play this entire section as one, and then sort of pause recording and If you guys have any suggestions for the sound volume or anything, whether you like the subtitles or not, let me know. You're probably not going to all agree, so I'm going to have to make a decision. I did a couple of tests, obviously, before I started recording. Come back, I want to kill you. Okay. Don't have any stealth weapons, so I might just see if I can get this guy. Just pop over to him and say hello. I think I need to see, I got more money for being more XP for being a merciful soul, so that's why I tend to do that. But at some point I will use the fatal takedowns as well, because they're very fun, and you can get more of them as you advance through the game and get different orgs as well. There's a dude in here. I'm going to save it. I'm going to kill this guy. He deserves it for some reason. I don't know why, but he does. I just didn't like his face. What can I say?